In case you've been feeling more fatigued these days, you feel weak and at the end of the day, you feel exhausted. You're not able to focus and not able to concentrate on your work. At times you feel depressed. You're losing interest on sex. All these symptoms could be indicating something. You must have already tried over-the-counter vitamin supplements, but none of them might have worked for you because these symptoms are classic of vitamin D deficiency. Yes, they are slightly vague symptoms. They could not specify towards any particular disease. You might be suffering from generalized weakness, muscle pains, bone pains. All these signs are suggestive that you must be suffering from vitamin D deficiency. Very often I see about 7 to 8 patients out of 10 in my clinic have these symptoms, but they are not aware that this is because of that vitamin deficiency. And you know what? This is a simple vitamin that you can obtain by just exposing to the sunlight. Well, now having understood that these symptoms could be due to deficiency, now let us try to understand what is the mechanism by which you can easily get this vitamin. Vitamin D, also called as sunlight vitamin, is synthesized when our skin is exposed to the sunlight. The sunlight, which travels all the way from sun, enters the Earth atmosphere, and then when it enters the Earth's atmosphere, the harmful ionizing radiations are eliminated and we get the useful part to which our body needs to be exposed. There are three components of sunlight. One, the visible light which we see. Second is the infrared portion by which we feel the heat on our skin. And the third thing is the ultraviolet portion, which is the main thing that can help in synthesizing the vitamin D. As you know, plants have a mechanism called photosynthesis, wherein they obtain carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, water from the soil, and energy from the sunlight and convert it into glucose molecule. Similarly, in our body, we can do the photosynthesis, but unlike plants which create glucose, we can synthesize the vitamin D. Fortunately, plants have all the time in the day to get exposed to the sunlight and synthesize the glucose they want. And unfortunately, we are busy making money and we do not have the time to get exposed to the sunlight. So what can we do? What's the solution for this? The best recommendation is that for a minimum of 20 minutes in a day, we call it a session, you need to get exposed to the sunlight. And like this, you need to have 2 in a week, a minimum, for you to get the minimum quantity of vitamin D to avoid any of these symptoms. But yes, it's not possible for us to spend 20 minutes in the working time. And you know what? The ideal time to get exposed to vitamin D is somewhere between 10 a.m. in the morning to 2 p.m. in the afternoon, where most of us are stuck in the offices. So what's the best thing that I can do? Recommendation is that you need to get exposed at least twice a week for about 20 minutes. I know twice a week is really not possible, but at least we can make it once when you do it on a Sunday. Sunday, a 20-minute duration, if you're spending to get exposed to the sunlight, then it's good for you to synthesize the adequate amount. The sunlight can give you a regulation of hormones inside your body. Serotonin, which avoids the depression, is also synthesized when you get exposed to the sunlight. Melatonin, which helps in regulation of sleep cycle, is getting only when you get the exposed to the sunlight. These serotonin and melatonin are not available in your medical shop and you need to get exposed to sunlight only. So I would suggest twice a week or at least a minimum of once a week, helpful to keep the adequate dose of vitamin D and keep you away from the doctor. Thank you. I'm Dr. Koushik, Urologist and Robotic Surgeon at Medicover Hospital in Hyderabad.